What's up, heathens? How ya doing? Tonight we're going to be doing a discussion slash debate with this guy named Scotty Storm. I've been in contact with him over email, and hopefully he's going to show up. I'm not sure. I've gotten the link to him, so we're going to see what happens with that. He has it, so we'll figure out something. Hopefully he's still gonna be here, and I have my handmaiden getting me.
Hey, I need the patriarchy to open here, please.
Sorry, gotta do the patriarchy thing. God damn. The patriarchy is having problems with his alcohol.
Is this with a
No, honey.
tucked by the beer bottle?
No,
No.
but it's probably because it's so cold. There it goes. Cold and high pressure. I'm just saying, I loosened it.
Thanks, honey.
No, thank
now
you.
I'll pour your beer. Do I get a tip?
Later.
Oh, that's it. That's all of it.
Oh, that's perfect.
It's all gone.
All right. Well, I've got Oktoberfest, and this is a really fucking cold glass, I have to say. Oh, Stein. All right. So, yeah, we're waiting on Scott to get here. I do have a substantial number of Today I Learned and comments to get through. So I think that until Scotty gets here, we can go through those. I know that you guys really like those, so I'll try to bide some time. And if he's not here relatively soon, then I'm fairly certain I can bring up a video or something real quick. I've got plenty of them like in the pipe that I can do. So yeah, let me get back to my fucking live dashboard thing. Let me clear out all of these goddamn tabs and shit. Godless Engineer Freebird. I don't know how to play Freebird yet. Sorry. All right, let's get to today. Hold on, I gotta do this right. Today I learned. Ka-cha! Oh shit. I forgot to turn on my cam. There we go. Hi guys. Normally I have my actual like EOS camera, my Rebel T6 up, but tonight since we're doing the hangout and whatnot, I figured I would just use a webcam. So that's why I look a little bit shittier of a quality tonight. But yeah, let's get rid of Ann Coulter here and let's bring up our first Today I Learned. Because everybody wants to hear the Today I Learned. They don't want to hear what fucking Ann Coulter has to say. Alright, so today I learned that the US now ranks 27th in the world for its levels of healthcare and education, according to a new study. This represents a significant decline from 1990 when it ranked 6th. God damn. Although I will say this does not surprise me in the least bit. So, yeah. I really wish that we weren't ranked 27th. It's a lot. I feel like right now, the United States is the Mississippi of the world. You know, everybody's embarrassed by it. We got the worst health and education, everything like that. And all the teenagers think that they're virgins when they get pregnant. The Godless Island. Why KC? Why KC so hateful against everyone and everything? Honey, why are you so hateful?
I don't know. I'm just sitting over here doing nothing. I mean, I was trying to pick a fight between this machine gun person and Eminem. And like, here I get the on my ass. Yesterday it was guns on my ass. I don't know.
No, Scotty hasn't stood me up yet. He said he was running a little bit late, so I figured I would go on ahead and get started. and do like Today I Learns and some comments and whatnot until he can get here. If he doesn't get here though, then we'll figure something else out. He does have the Hangout link, so hopefully he'll be here soon. Today I learned LeBron James was so hated back in 2012 that even a captured Al Qaeda member wrote letters expressing his disgust at his decision to go to the Miami Heat. He told his lawyer that LeBron James is a very bad man and should apologize to the city of Cleveland. An Al Qaeda member said LeBron James is a shit person. That's got to be like trophy worthy right there. The Godless Iowan, stop punching puppies, KC. We all know that's why people hate her. I love you, honey. All right. Let's see. Get back to the comment thingy. Let's get to another Today I Learned. I got a special Today I Learned at the very end. This is for all you Canadians that watch me. Today I learned that Taylor Swift once released mistakenly an 8-second song which was just white noise called Track 3, which instantly became #1 on iTunes in Canada. Fucking Canadians, you steal our shoes and you listen to fucking white noise. What? Why are we so pissed? Why is Trump like so pissed at you and thinking that you're like stealing our shoes and shit? You're too busy listening to white noise. No offense, Canadians. I really love you. Please keep watching my shit. I don't know the percentage of the audience that you are, but I'm fairly certain it's slightly significant. Cutthroat Juggalo. Hashtag KC punches puppies. It's a hashtag now, honey. I don't know. You laugh pretty hard, though, when they do stupid shit on Imager. Today I learned Japanese Yakuza have a unique form of extortion known as I'm not even going to try to pronounce this. Sukaye? Maybe. Instead of harassing small businesses for protection money, the Yakuza harasses the stockholder meetings of large corporations. I have to fucking give a hand for them. I wish some Yakuza fucks over here would. Well, I really don't think extortion's good. The lawyers want me to reiterate that breaking the law is in no way acceptable for whatever thing. But at least they don't attack small businesses. I mean, you know, it's like weighing 2 piles of shit, but it's like this pile of shit is really small. It's like, oh no, you know when the toilet paper, when you're wiping your ass and like it splits like right in the middle of the fucking toilet paper, making you finger your asshole? Yeah, that's what the Yakuza's like. Shit, the Yakuza's probably watching this like, what did he say? We finger assholes. No, we don't. All right, and then this last one is special. Directly relates to KC and her misogyny.
Why is everybody talking about
Today I learned William the Conqueror, aka William the Bastard, was denied a marriage proposal by Matilda of Flanders, who felt marrying a bastard was below her. He won her heart by reading the response and immediately riding 250 plus miles from Normandy to Bruges to grab her by the hair and throw her in the mud. Like, seriously. You rode 250 fucking miles just to throw her in the fucking mud, and that's how you won her heart. I can just imagine her in the mud like, you make a solid point, good sir. I guess I will marry you. If she could even fucking, like, I guess, communicate at that point. I mean, I don't know. I mean, that's like that fucking, I don't know, incel comes to mind. This guy, I feel like he's an incel and he just took out all of his shit out on a woman. And that's not right. William the Bastard is definitely a bastard. So now we're gonna get into comments. I really appreciate everybody that's joining me so far. Hopefully, we can get Scotty in the hangout here soon. He was supposed to be in by 9, but apparently not. Hopefully he's here soon, but we're going to go through some comments. These are some great comments, like this one. There's so much substance to this one. I don't even know how to pronounce it. I mean, it's literally 5 crying, smiling emojis and then 3 earths. I don't even know what that's supposed to mean. all the stuff you are saying you can't prove. I bet you anything you'd be easy in a debate. Globe model fails. Well, we're hopefully going to figure it out tonight. I mean, goddamn, I don't even. Hopefully, Scotty shows. I know Scotty's going to show up. I'm going to bet. I'm going to bet. Yeah, he's going to show up. That's not Scotty, though. Anybody else reminded of the song Scotty Don't Know? I'd play it, but, you know, I'd get copyright claimed and shit and everything. Your mouth is too filthy! I know, my filthy mouth does wicked things to KC. But I like it when people have a problem with my mouth, like how filthy it is or anything like that. Because, I mean, honestly, I'm an adult. If I want to put fuck in between, 2 words in a phrase, I can fucking do it. And just because I say fuck doesn't mean that anything that I say has less validity. True, maybe you don't want to listen to it, and that's perfectly fine. My content's not meant for everybody. Like, for instance, people that have a 2x4 shoved up their ass so far that they can't listen to curse words. Groweth the fucketh up. I also drink beer, and that's not for kids either. I got a pretty mouth. Squeal like a bag, boy! Not Joe Witness. I love what comes out of your mouth, GE. You literally never make any valid points. Well, okay, so in order for me to make a valid point against something, you first have to make some kind of point, that's not incredibly stupid. In that particular video, the motherfucker actually thinks that a plane flies upside down on the southern hemisphere. That's not a valid point. That's ridiculous. So no, I don't have to make a valid point against ridiculous shit. Herbsman, hey, I'm from Huntsville too. What school did you go to? I went to Bob Jones. Trying to get me there. I actually didn't go to school in Huntsville. So that's as much as I'm willing to give on a live stream. Let's see. We all know space is racist being black and all. I think this was meant in jest, so I mean it's just meant to be funny. It's flat. It's not moving. Well, I mean, in fact, it is very much so moving. And there's a lot of ways in which we can test this, and hopefully tonight we're going to cover some of that with Scotty, because I would love to be able to discuss, with a flat earther, the things that they claim, because they claim that I'm not using science, but yet I know that I am using science. So it's going to be interesting. Chrismer, GE, I drink beer. I like beer. My friends like beer. Have you ever been blackout drunk? Sir, what kind of beer you like? Could you please answer the question now? But I like beer. What beer do you like? Please answer the beer question. G-Man is a banana. B-A-N-A-N-A. Banana. Yeah, so like G-Man used a banana, talking about how it's ridiculous that we're related to bananas, but I mean we share, I think, about 50% of our DNA with bananas. So the Godless Island, never punch a puppy in the never punch a puppy in the taint. I would say, yeah, don't punch puppies in the taint. I don't know why you're thinking about punching their taints there, Godless Island, but that, I guess, is solid advice. Let's see. Here's one. I don't know why you have any subscribers. You are clearly a paid agent or just seriously suffering from cognitive dissonance on an epic scale. I suspect none of your controlled propaganda. Oh, sorry. Research is demonetized. What? Stay shilling, controlled op. What a waste of 13 minutes. 15.13 minutes. Okay. All I have to say is you still gave me the 15 minutes of watch time, so I appreciate it there, buddy. I don't know if he actually finished watching it, but it kind of seems to insinuate that he did. But yeah, this is another baseless claim. Like, I get the whole, I don't know why you got so many subscribers. Trust me, I don't fucking know why either. Casey says that I'm really good on camera. I don't see it, but you know, she thinks that you guys kind of think it maybe. I don't know. Some of you kind of disagree, I think. Anyways, but just calling me controlled opposition or a shill is like an unfalsifiable narrative, and this is one of the basic tactics of pseudoscience in general, and that's creating these unfalsifiable narratives. Because like I can't like there's no factual basis for it, so there's no way for me to actually counter it other than saying I'm not a shill. And of course, somebody that is a shill or whatever would say I'm not a shill. So I mean, there's like no other way that I can prove it. Any way that I can prove, like, I could be hiding money somewhere in an offshore account, right? You know, managed by the Illuminati or some shit. I don't know. Godless Island half chub for G. I should stop watching these videos. I'm beginning to lose faith in mankind. I'm right there with you. I lose faith in mankind every Friday night, but it's restored as soon as I turn off the stream. I mean, to be honest, watching all the flat Earth videos that I gotta watch every single fucking day in order to get content for Friday nights, I mean, it really makes you question whether or not like humanity's gonna make it out of like this century. I mean, I really don't know at this point. You atheists all look the same. You all have the obese loser look. Is that why you hate God? Dude, if I looked like you, I would never show my face in public. The fuck?
I like your face.
A lot of people like my face. And I know you love my face, obviously. I mean, you kiss it. So, I mean, I love the demeaning language, and that this is another common tactic of pseudoscience in general, and that's using demeaning language against the opponents or the other side. Like demeaning them like that seems to be a common tactic for them, and it's not so much that in itself really convinces the other side, but it's kind of like, oh dear, I don't want to be called that. I mean, I don't look like a fat loser, so I'm the earth is flat, I guess. I don't know. Like, I just see the use of demeaning language would have a psychological effect on people. It also would create this kind of air to treat people in that way too. Like you feel it feels normalized to be mean to them. Whereas in science, we're not trying to be mean to the other side, but we are explaining why they're wrong. And then when they deny like our explanations, we are truly dumbfounded. And I don't know what else to say at that point. It's like, okay, if you're just going to disregard like good science, then there's no point in us even continuing the conversation. I kind of feel like maybe that's the way that it's going to go with Scotty tonight, but I'm not going to count him out yet. This is the best fucking one, okay? Best fucking one. Started the vid. Like 45 seconds in, fat guy says he's drinking some white cream. This is the white cream. It's not actually white. It's beer. It's just a light kind of craft. And it's a cream stout, I believe. And yeah. So I've got Oktoberfest in there. That's not a cream. Immediately came here wishing everyone else good luck. I will not support homosexuality. Like, what is a cream stout beer have to do with homosexuality? Is he assuming that only homosexuals drink the lighter beers? Are you calling me gay because I drink the lighter beer? I mean, I'm diabetic. I gotta drink the lighter beers. He likes white stuff. I appreciate him not like I don't know. I don't appreciate the comment at all because it disparages homosexuals. There's nothing wrong with being a homosexual, and I don't know. It just seems like a stupid fucking comment. Excuse me. Yikes! Not even saying I disagree with this guy's viewpoints, but he's super cringy. Comedy may not be this channel's #1 goal, but he's trying to maybe a little funny. What be maybe a little funny, and it's terrible comedy. Shouting, singing, making whiny voices for commenters, making faces, cringing so hard. Well, cringe a little bit more, dipshit, cause this stuff right here ain't fucking going anywhere. I'm gonna be the drunk redneck you all love forever. And I will not stop singing no matter how much you people beg me. It will continue on. There we go. It's back. Please stand by. Oh, it's the webcam. It should be back up. You were saying you were going to continue? Yeah, I was. Let's see. You're the idiot. Like, I don't know what, I'm guessing they meant your, comma, the idiot, maybe? I don't know why there's a colon in there, but, oh well. I have to say, these comments with very little substance are the best. Let's see. New theory. If I am a little blurry, you might want to check the settings on your player because I mean, right now I'm looking at it and it looks fine. Plus, I can't control the auto focus on my webcam. Flat Earthers are just CGI fakes. Don't believe the lie. They have brains. I would have to possibly agree. I am neither Roll Tide or War Eagle. I am not football. Huh? Roll Tide War Eagle? I don't think I said it like that.
Oh, okay. I thought you said Al Jackson.
Andrew Nye said, "Are you one of those homosexual shills?"
Totally.
I don't know. I'm really wanting this guy to like call in, like, an. No, the last thing he said was, "I'm on my way home now. If I'm late, only be 30 minutes max or so. So 9:30 p.m. We can reschedule if that doesn't work for you." So it looks like maybe 3 more minutes. Maybe. I don't know. I am a little tired of reading comments. No, no, I would not like to read your Twitter feed, honey. Well, I mean, can you blame me? Let's see. Uh, let's see. Godless engineer, start singing. You know, now that you put me on the spot, I have no idea. 0132132 NASA faked the moon landing footage. When they were actually up here, they sent up crazy moon laser just in case the Ruskies tried to start shit. Oh, that's interesting. That's a not. Thank you, Zero, for your devil donation. Jen with one and use my GIF on your Twitter feed is what she said. Yeah, I would agree. I get. I know. I know.
I told her.
All right, Scotty, come on in now. Let's see. Fat stupid fuck. Like literally, it's like, they go from incoherent ramblings to just, "Yeah, fat motherfucker." Swear to Christ. I like seeing the empty dumb stare in the beginning of your videos. That what people with very low IQs look like. Eric Dubay never said the moon was fake. I mean, he did. So, yeah. Somebody said I'm skinny for an Alabamian. Maybe, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I'm a pretty big guy. I'm fine with that though. So, Scotty, 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 don't know. Scotty, don't know. I'm sure some of you guys can agree with this. Wow, your content is garbage. You're not better than anyone else because you're an atheist, you arrogant piece of shit. There's nothing wrong with religion or being religious. I really don't know if this is in favor of religion or if it's just one of those, like, Adam Friended kind of people. Or Jordan Peterson fan. I bet you this guy's a Jordan Peterson fan. What's the over under for whether or not this guy's a Jordan Peterson fan? I'm betting a Jordan Peterson fan. That's what I'm gonna go ahead and guess right here. Properties. Let's see. Here's a good couple. Dude, you're a fucking moron. Your videos just tear at people's beliefs. You were the biggest chode lick. Like, does he mean dick? Like, is it a chode dick or is it a chode lick? Like, I guess it's like a salt lick that's like wider than it is tall. I mean, am I that salty? I guess I don't know. It was a comments video. Cody, who's Peter Jordanson?
Hey, your pants?
I did lose my pants, honey, and everybody wants to know.
You have a backup plan?
I have some videos, maybe. I mean, I've always got some videos.
Super chat.
So, that's surprising. Wellington Smith. Investigating the FE made me stop and realize that I do trust the conclusions of international science conclusions. Your thoughts, GE? I would say, yeah, well, it's like, for me, it's not that a whole bunch of people agree on the evidence. It's that the evidence is itself convincing. And that's what convinces me. It's not that just like a whole lot of people believe it. It's that the evidence actually supports the conclusion. And I know that like flat earthers feel like their evidence supports their conclusion, but the problem is that they have faulty evidence. They don't want to admit it. So like I try to look at people that are against whatever thing I'm reading and people that are for it. And the ones and I usually try to size up the evidence on my own, which I you really need to understand the material in order to kind of make that kind of determination, I guess. So it is on a person to understand the material that they're reading and understand what they are actually, the actual evidence that's right in front of them. And see, that's where like climate change deniers and flat earthers fail hard. Even the authorities in the field that are like against climate change, they fail hard when it comes to these things.
Going to another destination.
Hold on. I got a video here that we can watch while we're waiting on Scotty to get here. Shit given. Okay, well, I don't know. Scotty doesn't seem to be showing up. Yeah. Okay, well, I've got a video here that we can possibly look. Okay. So, let's see, I just pulled this off. It's called Illuminati Lies. Flat Earth Facts, Google Firmament, here's your proof.
Streetwatch XL Montel.
Jesus Christ, streetwise motherfucker.
And a white checking in Channel 10 Atlanta, man. And let's just talk about the mind-blowing idea that the world is flat.
Oh, that's a mind-blowing idea, is it? I don't think that it is, but I'm willing to hear your case out. The firmament. Oh, and then you're throwing up Bible verses. Thank you so much for throwing up fucking Bible verses. I need more. Scotty doesn't show. Oh, shit. Sorry, boy H. I found out today that Eric DeBay doesn't believe in the Holocaust. How's that possible? Yeah, he's a Holocaust denier, but so is like ODD TV. I mean, he's a Holocaust denier. I mean, he thinks that the Jews like control everything, including media and everything like that, and he feels that they like are controlling the whole globe lie. In his worldview, it's a globe lie. But yeah.
And when you hear the word horizon, understands it means horizontal.
Oh my god, this is not. Oh, okay. So, if anybody looks up the etymology on horizon, it does not mean horizontal. This is one of the things that Scotty actually mentions in the comment that he left that I used to contact him. So it does not mean horizontal. Actually, the original etymology of it comes from a Greek word that means bounding circle. So it does not mean horizontal, it just means a bounding circle. Now, we perceive it as horizontal because of where we're at on the earth and whatnot, but I mean, like, if you were to go to the ISS and, pinpoint on the map, it wouldn't be horizontal necessarily. It would be, I guess tangential to the surface of the earth. That's all it is. And so it's not horizontal. Like, it's horizontal to us because of how we perceive it.
Here we see the sun, right? This is video footage of the sun. What you notice is clouds behind the sun and in front of the sun. And if you've ever been in a plane, right, and you've gone above the clouds, haven't you noticed that the clouds are bedded flat? You feel?
Well, yeah, of course they're flat. They're being pulled to the center of the earth. So yeah, I mean, they would appear flat locally to you, just like everything else does.
Me now, have you ever been to the ocean? Literally, have you ever been to the ocean? What we find when we go to the ocean and we stand on the shore and we look out to the horizon, that it's horizontal. That means it slides left to right. Now, we can't see past the horizon because that's where they say the world starts to bend. So, if the world was flat, then ships would just sail off the edge.
Oh. Yeah. Oh, wrong Scott. Yeah, it's Scotty's Storm. Well, I mean, the title, GE versus Scotty Storm. Oh, okay. Hold on. Here we go.
To the earth. This is not true.
Always love it when they say the earth. Like, it's the earth. You gotta look at the earth. Like, I don't know where you live, buddy. I don't live on earth. I live on the earth.
This is not true. You would travel from left to right. Ships do not sail off the edge of the earth. They travel from left to right.
Wait. So you're telling me that instead of them going over the curve, they just travel left and right? How does that make fucking sense? That doesn't make any kind of sense. What are you even fucking talking about?
Like planes. They travel from point A to point B. They go up and then they come back down. You feel me? Here's a video showing the stars moving and not the mountains.
Oh, good God. Okay, so yes, from our position on Earth, it appears as if the sky moves, like it moves, but in reality, you can do tests that show that it is not the sky and everything else in the universe that is moving. It is actually us. For one thing, like the geocentric model doesn't work as well as the heliocentric model. The heliocentric model, after some calibrations and shit, allow us to predict a lot of things that happen in the universe. Another thing is that when you look out from the surface of the Earth to other planets, these planets are round and they have moons that orbit them. So there's no reason to think that we are so fucking special that we deviate from what occurs naturally. So you would have to explain all of those other things. You also have to explain, like, why everything is moving in the sky like it is. Like, on the globe Earth theory, I guess, if you will, we have astronomy and astrophysics in order to explain all these things. Like, we can explain how we're moving through the universe, but all you can come up with is, we just stand still. That's all we do. We just standing still here on in the middle of fucking space. Oh, well, what's holding us up? Fuck if I know. A kitty cat? It's a big kitty cat.
You feel me? Now, the idea that the Earth is this globe, I don't know where that came from, because everything is telling me the Earth is flat.
Okay, so originally sailors were noticing that boats would disappear as they go over the curve of the Earth from bottom to top. It's not just a mere, going out of your eyesight. They literally descend below the curve and you cannot see them anymore. That's how the first inkling kind of came about. And then later on, we were able to prove different things, like the circumference of the Earth. We were able to measure that. We were able to do the Foucault pendulum. Came in 1850, I believe it is. And so, yeah.
It's from my vision and my personal experience in this world, right?
Well, obviously, personal experience trumps objective scientific evidence every single fucking day. Don't you know that, honey? Everybody fucking knows it.
Let's say if I'm looking at a globe, right? The globe that they make, the globe that they put in front of me. Well, that globe is round. And it would appear that the United States sits on the side of the globe, since the South Pole is below us and the North Pole is above us, right?
Okay.
So the North Pole would be flat land, where people stood straight up. Then the South Pole would mean that people are upside down, in theory, right? And then
Well, no, because of how gravity works. See, gravity is a force that causes matter to be attracted to each other. So you have this Earth that's giant, and so it has a lot of gravity in which to pull things to the surface of the Earth. So it's not that people are like standing upside down or anything like that, because upside down, right side up, all of those things are relative terms. So what you think what you think of as up and down is relative to your position on the Earth. Whereas, like, out in space, there really is no up and down in which to gauge yourself or whatnot. So, what could be your up could be down to somebody else in space. So it's not that they're upside down. They are just stuck to the Earth like everything else due to gravity.
I'm looking at the globe and looking at the United States of America, and if I zoom in to the state of Georgia and to the city of Atlanta, the globe would indicate that we would be standing sideways, right?
No.
So if we're standing sideways, where is this horizontal straight line called the horizon come from?
It's the it's an imaginary line where the sky meets the surface of the Earth. It's just that's what it is. It's a bounding circle is what we call it, or at least that's the etymology of it.
Right? I mean, just think about it. Now, you see the ocean and the horizon. If you look at a bowl of soup, right?
What?
Water flattens itself out. If water hits a curve or an edge, say a waterfall, and you see the water pouring over the waterfall, right? If water hit an edge, it would pour over that edge. Just like if a helicopter flew to the end of the horizon, right?
Wait. So, if a helicopter flies to the horizon, which, by the way, it's an imaginary line, so you're never going to get to the horizon, right? You think that it would fly off the edge of the earth? I don't understand this whole thing here. Because true, I mean, the water conforms to the container that it's in. But if you had a big enough container that traversed a large area, of course it's going to bend. Like, you have this idea that gravity is pulling everybody down, like the down that you feel, wherever the fuck you are on Earth, the down that you feel. But the down that you feel is not the same down as somebody else. Like in a very North American mindset, like people on the southern hemisphere would be falling off of the earth. That's what I mean by that. He thinks that it literally, like, gravity literally works from top down, like everything's being held down that way. Well, I mean, everybody would be falling off the earth then, but that's not how gravity works. It pulls to the center of it. It's like, I don't know why they can't understand that simple point. Like, this seems to be like the quintessential flaw in any flat earth like idea is gravity. They don't understand that gravity pulls things to the center of the object, and in a three-dimensional space that creates a sphere. But it also explains why oceans curve and all this other shit. Light can bend over the surface of the water. Refraction, basically, it refracts off of molecules just above the water's surface, and you do it enough times and it creates an arc, and it curves, basically. I mean, that's all that a curve is. So, I mean, it's just... Oh, hello, Scotty? He says that he's in the hangout now. Let me see. Hold on. Maybe I can invite him. Oops, try again. Oh, here we go. Oh shit, he was just there. I don't know why it fucked up on me. There he is.
Oh, hi, mate. How's it going, mate? So, sorry for being
Hey,
late.
Scotty, hold on one second. I gotta get you turned up on my end. Hey, you there?
Yeah, mate, can you hear me?
Oh yeah, I got you.
Right, sorry for being late, mate, because when we scheduled the discussion, I didn't differentiate the time differences, and I wasn't sure, and then I kind of screwed that one up, so my bad.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
How you going,
Uh,
mate? So,
yeah. So, sorry, we're already like streaming live and everything like that. Um, do
oh,
you
we are.
want? Yeah. Do you want to
Okay,
tell
sweet.
everybody like you know who you are, you know what you do on YouTube and your position and everything?
Okay, yeah, sure. Well, my name's Scott. Essentially, I make a little bit of YouTube content, but I guess you know where my first aspirations in regards to truth came from was probably when I was 15, 16 years old. Going through the internet, of 9/11 and many other topics which you don't need to get into specifically. And I guess I'm 29 years old now, and I'm from Melbourne, Australia. And essentially, I've been studying probably truth, reality, and knowledge for a good 15 years now. And once you start going through different conspiracies and going through different deceptions, you start to realize that because once you go through one and you realize there's one deception going on, then it's not hard to keep following through. That's why most people who believe in the heliocentric globe model are the kind of people who believe that 19 box cutters um, orchestrated the terrorist attacks on 9/11. And essentially, if you're a bloke who hasn't got past that deception, then your opinion on the shape of the world that we're living in my opinion, it would be very valid. It'd be like trying to explain to a kindergartner, bloody advanced physics and maths in high school. You know what I mean? That's where I come from in those kind of regards. Because most people who believe we live in a round spinning ball are the same people who believe every other lie. And if you're that gullible to believe in every other lie, and most people who do believe in the ball have already accepted all the lies, it's too big a leap for them to jump straight over. Um, and now this is the way I look at it, right? The Earth is obviously observably flat and stationary. Now, all you have to use to prove this is common sense, Occam's razor, and logic. Now, essentially, all around us is a horizon for a reason. It's
Well,
horizontal. It's not called a curved horizon, mate.
well,
Um,
and I understand. Hold on, let me stop you real quick. Is there any way that maybe you could possibly turn up your mic?
give me a second. Wait,
Y-
is that a bit better there?
Oh, yeah, that actually works. That's a lot better.
Okay, wait. Right there. Is that fine?
Uh, I
Right
I
there.
guess so. I don't know if you turned it up or what. I could hear you really clear there for a
Yeah,
second.
because my mic wasn't that close to the Well, I'm not sure what my mic is. Well, it's not. It's a headset. It's not that great. Yeah, it's turned up. Is that okay there?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That'll be fine.
Okay. Yeah. Well, the way I see it is
Well,
what do you want me to go on with proofs, or do you want to speak? Yeah, fair enough. You go first.
yeah. So I kind of want you to explain Occam's razor to me first off.
Well, the simplest answer is usually the most correct answer.
No,
Yeah. Is it? Hey.
that is not. That is legit not Occam's razor.
Okay. Well. Okay, genius. What's Occam's razor then, mate?
Okay, Occam's razor says that among competing hypotheses, the one
Oh.
with the
Okay.
least hold on, among competing hypotheses, the one with the least amount of assumptions is probably the most correct one.
Yes, I agree, and I summarised it pretty much just as well. But you can have your opinions on how you want to summarise certain words. Do you want me to explain why Occam's razor is on our side and why logic and common sense is on our side? Yes or no?
Okay, I would, but I am going to relegate it to the least amount of assumptions. So if you start
Beautiful.
compounding your assumptions, I'm gonna have to stop you.
Fair enough. I agree, but once you start compounding assumptions, can I also stop you as well? Or
Sure.
okay. Well, first of all, um, I want to say what I want to say to get this rolling. First of all, people who are in a religious cult don't realize they're in a religious cult because they are in a religious cult. First of all, second of all, as I was saying, there's horizon all around us. It's called horizon for a reason because it's horizontal. It's not a curved horizon. The sun and moon.
Well, now hold on. That's an
The sun.
assumption.
Are you going to let me go through my first opening statement? Because
Well, I mean, your whole horizontal.
I
you-
guarantee you, by the time I've done my opening statement, you have. That's it. See you later. There's not much good. There's nothing you're going to be able to come back with. So, are you going to let me end this discussion straight away, or what?
Okay, well, your whole thing about the horizon is wrong, but go ahead.
Are you gonna let me explain the all the common sense reasons first why? Because it doesn't go on forever.
Okay, go ahead.
Because they all correlate with each other. Like it's horizon because it's horizontal, or it's all around us. The sun and moon look the same size. The sun and moon clearly travel around us. The sun and moon clearly look small and local. They have the same angular size. And what would that say? Exactly the same size, right? We can't sense, experience, prove, see, feel the Earth not only moving through space, but the Earth rotating or spinning through any of our experiences or whatsoever. But you say it spins. Curvature's never ever been found or seen or measured or detected, but you say it exists. Water always finds its level. We all know that. And if you're to say that we live on a round spinning ball that rockets can go out of, you will have to debunk the second law of thermodynamics, where you need a gas, you need a gas pressure needs to be contained. Just the fact that right now we can breathe is evidence that we live in a closed system. It's really not that hard to fathom, and let's go look at. And now, so the natural physics of water is on our side, as well as the second law of thermodynamics. You can't detect, measure, or see the Earth move, but you say it moves. Now, mainstream science says you can only see the curve at low Earth orbit. Now, that requires faith, a belief, secondhand knowledge to believe. Now, as Carl Sagan would say, extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. Now, where is this extraordinary evidence to contradict our observable reality?
Okay.
Mic drop.
You mic dropped?
I sure did, mate. A little bit. Oh, sorry. It was gravity, mate.
Well, I'm guessing that you.
I mean magic. Sorry, magic, not gravity. Magic. Sorry. Go on.
Yeah. I assume that you do not believe gravity is real.
No, I don't.
Okay. All right, just so that we're clear. First of all, the etymology of horizontal does not mean horizon. The original Greek that it comes from actually means bounding circle. So it actually has no relation to horizontal at all. So
yes,
that
because there's a circle all around us, which is horizontal. Is it not?
is it. I mean,
is it not?
no. Circles are not by definition like
what
that.
they meant is all around us in a circle. There's horizon. Okay. So I don't know what the hell you're smoking, mate. It must be crack. Anyway, keep going. I knew this is going to be great. This is fantastic. Keep going, mate.
Okay. So I love how you're using the basic flurfer tactic of demeaning the opposition instead of actually, engaging in the conversation.
I'm educated.
No, hold on. You had your time to talk. Now it is my time to talk. You understand me?
Fair enough, champ.
Okay. Now, first of all, you are not going to insinuate that I'm using drugs or anything like that. And the rest of the thing, if you cannot speak to me with at least a little bit of respect, then we're done with this conversation. Do you understand me?
Okay. First of all, I apologize for that.
Okay. I mean, I would think that you would be able to have like a normal fucking conversation with somebody. So please try to do that.
After debating so much brainwashed morons, it gets hard. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Well, see, that's an example of the kind of talk that I'm not going to tolerate. That's just an example. There's your last strike.
Do you have extraordinary evidence, or are you a fucking moron like every fucking other sheep? You believe you're a monkey spinning on a fucking ball. Are we living in a circus, moron? Yes or no?
Are you fucking serious right now? I just said try to have a normal fucking conversation. Can you please try to have a normal fucking conversation? I would really love to ask you these questions, but not if you're just gonna have. If you don't know how to have a fucking conversation, then there's no point in even continuing the conversation.
Okay, I'll let you go on now. I'll let you have your rant now.
Okay, fine. So, you mentioned the second law of thermodynamics as it occurs with, as it applies to the atmosphere and everything like that. Can you define the second law of thermodynamics?
Gas pressure needs to exist within a contained system. That's the summary. I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty sure you know that, and if you don't, well, I can't really help you too much there, bud.
Let's see. Second law, thermodynamics, states that the total entropy of an isolated system can never decrease over time. So I don't know what you mean by with the atmosphere. And I looked it up specifically so that I could read it to you and show you how easy it is to like Google things. But I mean,
no, I've googled it, but that's what it means. It can't change over time, yeah, because well, you're saying it can because there's an open system. So where the vacuum of outer space must be the worst girlfriend ever because it sucks nothing. If there's a vacuum of outer space, it would be sucked out. Not only with the whole Earth, but everything on it, you and me, will be equilibrating out of the vacuum of space. What do you think? A deodorant can has gas pressure within it because it's contained. And when you spray it out, what happens? It can burst. As simple as that.
Okay, well, none of that actually it pertains to the second law of thermodynamics. For one thing, the Earth is an open system. We get energy from the sun. The sun like powers the Earth, if you will, and so we lose energy, but we also gain energy through the sun. So it's not like we're not a closed system. You understand that, right?
Well,
Do you
what you
understand that?
Okay, so can rockets leave? Can rockets go into outer space? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, then we live in an open system.
Well, yeah, I
Yes.
said that we do not live in a closed system.
Yes, but how can I breathe right now then?
How can you prove that we live in a closed system right now?
How can I breathe air pressure? Right now, how's the gas pressure right now? If there's no solid barrier to the
Oh,
vacuum of outer space,
okay.
that's
Well,
impossible.
I'm going to use something that you really don't like, and that's gravity. Gravity explains
Okay.
why the atmosphere is held onto the Earth. The Earth is big enough so that the gravity is strong enough to hold an atmosphere.
Okay. Are
Uh,
we talking? Are we talking about Einsteinian or Newtonian? Are we talking about
we're
Newtonian
talking
mass,
about
Newtonian mass or
gravity.
force, or are we talking about the space time
Okay,
characteristic?
hold on. I want you to define the difference between Newtonian gravity and the Einsteinian gravity.
Well, Einstein gravity, relies on a space time, a curvature of space time for gravity. Newtonian relies on mass, force,
Well,
um, of, of, of,
well,
of attraction to objects.
no. Both of them rely on mass. Okay, for one thing, because the
Now,
mass is what
a lot of
displays space time in order to create the
you know,
gravity.
a lot of people are using both of them together when they're actually not conjoint together.
Well,
Anyway,
no. The
as I was
Einsteinian
saying,
gravity.
see,
Einsteinian gravity is different from the Newtonian gravity that you're talking
exactly.
about, but only in the way that you look at it and the way that you perceive it. But
Okay,
it still has the same effects.
okay. Now let's not obfuscate the point. Now,
I'm not obfuscating the point.
can you
I'm
prove? Can you
demonstrating how
prove?
you don't know what
Okay,
you're talking about.
okay, okay. Now, now first you have to prove gravity for the argument to be valid. So, what's your evidence for gravity?
Well, I mean, I could mic drop if you want, but I'm guessing that's
Okay.
not going to
Well,
convince you.
I could mock drop too, but um, nothing would happen but that falling through the lighter medium. Like there's nothing. There's literally if you
Okay,
drop a bloody if you drop a bloody microphone, what is there in its way from stopping it from doing anything else but dropping? Nothing.
okay, Scotty. I want
Yep.
you to tell me what the basic laws of motion are.
Basic laws of motion.
Yes.
What human movement? What are you talking about?
Yes, Newton's basic laws of motion.
Why do I want to explain? Are you getting to any kind of actual point? Can you?
Yes,
What?
I am. Just answer the goddamn question. If you don't know,
I,
that's fine. Just say I
I,
don't know them.
I'm trying to get to the point of you proving gravity, and now
I
you're
am
talking
trying
about.
to get to the same
Now
point.
you're sure. Now you're strawmanning about
I'm not
some equation.
strawmanning. I'm trying. If
You are
you, that's fine. You don't
yes.
know. You don't know. That's fine. The first law is in an inertial frame of reference, an object either remains at rest or continues to move at a constant velocity unless acted upon by a force. Okay? Second law. In an inertial reference frame, the vector sum of the forces on an object is equal to the mass of that object multiplied by the acceleration of that object. F equals ma. Third law. When one body exerts a force on a second body, the second body simultaneously exerts a force in magnitude and opposite in direction on the first body. So, tell me right now, because these are basic laws that we observe in reality, no assumptions here. There's no assumptions. These are basic things that you can observe.
Okay.
Hold on,
Sorry.
hold on.
Okay.
These are basic laws. Tell me, what is the force that causes the mic to fall from your hand and hit the floor?
It's density.
That density is not a
It's
force.
density next to its medium. It doesn't need force. It just drops. It just drops for its length dense medium.
Okay.
Dense medium. I'm using Occam's razor here, the most simplest answer, and you're going on about fucking rubbish. Give
No,
me
I'm
proof.
not. It's not the simplest answer. You have an assumption of
Are you
what
gonna give
causes
me
it to
proof?
fall down,
Are you
Scotty.
gonna give me
Tell
proof?
me, what is the
Are
force that
you gonna
causes
give
it
me
to fall
proof?
down?
Are you gonna?
Hold on.
Are you
Shut
gonna
up.
get proof for gravity or not? I want proof for gravity. You've just
All right,
obfuscated
you're
your point.
muted. Nobody can hear you right
A
now,
body, a
okay?
thing will fall
So
down to
listen,
the ground
Scotty.
because there's nothing in its way stopping it from doing anything else. It's more denser than the air around it. It is that bloody simple. I want proof for gravity.
Scotty, listen to
John, is
me.
it? John,
Yes,
gravity.
my name is John. Listen, okay?
No, you fucking listen, mate. I want your fucking
Oh,
proof for gravity.
fuck you. Goodbye. Okay, I'm sorry. Huh? I was trying to talk to him. I was not being crazy. I was just trying to talk to him. Okay. So, the point that I was trying to make, and I will get to the super chats that are there. Hold on. Back to my cam. Okay, so that was a failed thing. All right. So, what the point that I was trying to make, which I'm sure that all you guys, all you heathens out there know, is the fact that in the basic laws of motion, right? They are you need some kind of force that causes that mic to drop, like from an inertial from a still frame. Something has to push it down, and he couldn't explain why. And he says that, oh, Occam's razor, it just falls. No, that has a major assumption in there. It doesn't explain the force. That's where I was trying to go with it, and it. I tried to mute him, but I realized that I just muted myself, so I feel a little dumb for that. So yeah, joke's on me. All right, hold on. Let me get to some of these super chats real quick. Ross Lerma, if objects fall because of density, because objects are heavier than the air around them, then why don't objects float in a vacuum chamber where there is no air? That's a good question. I really wish I could have asked him of it, but he wasn't like. I don't understand why he couldn't have like just a conversation. Like, it's not just me, right? He can't have a conversation. Yeah. I was simply just trying to talk over him. Let's see. There's a 0. What container exists between sea level and the peak of Mount Everest that makes the air so thin up there? Yeah, that would have been a good question too if he could have actually had a conversation. Cutthroat Juggalo, get some more beer, GE. You deserve it after that. Not your fault at all. I can't believe I waited that long for that. A plus effort, GE. I wouldn't have made it past the first minute. Yeah, I appreciate the the compliment there. I do agree with KC that I could have handled it a little bit, but I did get heated. But at the same time, I mean, I can't handle people talking over me like that. I can't handle them, being as demeaning and vulgar that he was. Not that I couldn't handle like demeaning language or anything, but like I just simply asked him to not do that. Like there's nothing productive about it or anything like that. I mean, I don't know if it's just me and my filthy mouth, but I mean, was I working in a lot of curse words or anything like that, honey? Was I working in a lot of curse words? I mean, I guess I'll have to go back and look at the stream, but well, yeah, like I normally do, but I wasn't like cursing, I guess. Okay. Let's see. That dude was so smug and condescending. You had the patience of a god. I didn't last that long. Damn. Well, we did get a bit of popcorn time in, Godless Engineer. Nom 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 nom. You're right. He didn't understand how to talk in a debate. His entire reason for being here was to hear himself talk. Yeah, I agree. GE, he started and continued the meanness. Don't feel bad. Yeah, I felt like he did. The guy was a moron, ranting like a fool. Terrence Clark, standard issue conspiracy junk, insults, name calling, and gish gallops all around. He came at it confrontationally from the first word. Yeah, I agree. Like, I don't understand like what the point is of being that way towards somebody. Like, I feel like they're just like, oh, I quote unquote know the Earth is flat, so therefore, I can treat people like crap. I don't know. I don't agree with that, but like I try to not treat people that way. See, Godless Engineer, fuck you, cause you swezed. I don't know what that means. The whole 9/11 thing blew me away. Guys, I bet he's still watching. He probably is. Jen Morgan, the guy made Nathan the beater sound sane. You fine. Thank you. Victoria Phillips, piss off, Scotty. I have to say, that song about Scotty's true. Scotty don't fucking know, does he? Let's see, from Cody, Godless Engineer, I bet he's still watching. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he probably is. Can you use Brett Kavanaugh as a verb? Later, I'm gonna Kavanaugh KC.
Please don't say that.
No?
I don't know what it means, but I don't like it.
All right. I appreciate everybody's super chats. You guys are awesome. I appreciate you hanging out with me for the hour and the little bit that we got to talk to Scott. I'm gonna almost choke her to death. Oh, damn. Maybe I shouldn't. I don't know. You guys are gonna use that whole Kavanaugh thing against me, I think. We found a new king to take Delano's throne. It's a dominance thing. Fast talk so you can't get a word in edgewise, aggressively insult you to prove he's tough, change the topics randomly before you can answer. I mean, I felt like my questions were very on point, and he was trying to be like, oh, are you going to get to an actual point? And it's like, yes, I was getting to an actual point. Not Joe Witness. Scotty didn't know shit. No, Scotty did not know shit. I think KC may use the Kavanaugh thing against you. I think Scotty might have been dropped on his head as a child. Oh, I don't know. Scott, just to make you feel at home in Australia, you are a cunt. One, if Scotty's a piece of shit. Boom. Godless Engineer, he sounds like an edgy teenage boy. He's actually not. He looks like he's a grown-ass adult, and you would think that he would know how to have a conversation. but he doesn't, which is interesting, honestly. After drinking an 18-pack of Coors, I Brett Kavanaugh. And now everybody's putting in a 1. F to pay respects. Gotta pour one out for the Scotty dog. That's clever there, Marksman147. I do have to admit, though, the second law of thermodynamics as applied to the atmosphere was interesting, wasn't it? Like, I've never heard that particular argument being used. It's very interesting because, like every time I try to get him to define a certain term or concept, he just simply couldn't do it. And like with Occam's razor, that's a common thing for people to think that it's just the simpler answer, and it's really not. It's the one with the least amount of assumptions. And so when I tried to get him, on board with the gravity thing, I tried to explain to him, like, you need some kind of force in order for something to move down. Otherwise, it's just going to sit there. Some force has to act on it. Arsenic Alchemist, you could still educate him as he is still showing as present. Is he still here? Let's see, hold on. I don't see Scotty in the chat, at least. I don't know. Godless Engineer, I have a file to send to you via Google Drive. Okay, cool. Send it on over, man. He did seem like he was geeking on something. According to the Flurfers, Australia doesn't exist, so he must be Illuminati. Ban Scotty. I agree, Redacted, he doesn't want to learn. I tried to teach him, like I tried to explain to him my position, and I felt like I tried to do it in a way that he would understand. Like, I tried to explain it simply, but he just wasn't having it. Oh, well, it's Scotty Storm is his actual, like, account. So I didn't see Scotty. Oh yeah, there's Scotty. Scotty, I don't know why you couldn't just talk to me, man. I really don't. I don't understand why you couldn't just talk to me like a normal adult. We could have had a nice conversation. I really thought that you wanted to have a debate. I really thought that you wanted to discuss these things. But it seems like to me, you just wanted to throw your hateful rhetoric my direction. Terrence Clark, Occam's razor isn't proof. It's a tool for sorting out the options most worth considering. People treat it like it's some sort of fundamental law. That's right, Terrence, they do. And it's not a proof for anything. Reese, do more paintings. Sell the old ones. Take Casey on a vacation with proceedings. I don't think I'll get that much money for it. The paintings. Yeah, Scott Bennett, we like you. All right, guys, I got to get Xander to bed. It's pretty late for him. And I guess I'll see you heathens later. Everybody, I really appreciate all the super chats. I appreciate everybody joining me tonight. Hopefully I can get like a somewhat of a sensible flat earther to come on and actually discuss things. Scotty Storm, if you can ever act like an adult, maybe we can have another conversation. You're going to have to prove to me, though, that you can actually have a conversation. So, all right. Anyways, I'll see you guys later. Don't forget to stand up, use your voice, all that kind of good shit. And I'll see you tomorrow morning with some Odyssey.